Hi Mary Kay Beauties. Today I'm going to give y'all a quick tutorial on how to create a business card that is contactless. So no need to purchase business cards, no need to hand out your business cards to potential customers or team members. You can now create a QR code that will allow you to share your information directly to their contact information in their phone. Also, with this tutorial, I will show you how to collect data from potentials without contact. So no pen, no paper, no exchanging cell phones so they can type in their information, no handing out paper so they can write down anything. I will show you how to create a digital survey and generate a QR code. So all they have to do is use their camera phone. They can take a picture or hover over your QR code and then enter the information with their cell phone, and that information will automatically be sent to you. So stay tuned and follow along. And if you have any questions, I'll leave my email address so you can contact me. I hope this helps. I hope this tutorial helps you increase your business. All right, so the website we want to go to is called the QR Generator. So it's THE-QRCODE-GENERATOR.com. Website is going to look like this. This is how we're going to generate our static QR code. So this is an example of a static QR code that hasn't been embedded with anything. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a business card. So what a business card does is it gives your potentials your contact information. So I'm going to press here for contact, and we can fill out all this information here if you want to. But what you really just want to send your customers and your potential team members is important information that they can quickly save to their phone. So because I use this QR code generator all the time, I actually have a business card saved. So I'm going to just do a dummy business card for the sake of today. I'm going to name this just MK Biz Card. And you name it because if you do this a lot, it saves it just like a file. So I'm going to name it MK Biz Card. So if I ever want to go in and make changes to this, then I know what which files to click. So I'm going to put in my name, and I'm actually going to put in my entire name. And I want the people to know that I am with the organization called Mary Kay Cosmetics. Very, very important that you give your customers your email, and very important that you give them your cell phone number. So my email that I'm going to give my customers is tjrose@icloud.com. And I'm going to give my cell phone number, which is the easiest way to contact me. And most importantly, for potential customers, I want to give them my website. So I'm going to put in marykay.com/TROSC. And guess what? That is it. I'm going to save this. I'm going to save it as BizCard. I can't spell today. So I'm going to save it as BizCard for MK. I'm going to save it as a PNG. But for those who have a Silhouette or a Cricut, and you may want to print out your static code on like a t-shirt, you want to put it on your tablecloth, when you do vendor, when you become, a vendor at an event, or you want to put it on a hat or anything, save it as an SVG file so that your Cricut or your Silhouette can read it. But for today's purposes, because I'm just using it for demonstration only, I'm going to save it as a PNG, which is just a picture file on your computer. So it's saved, and now I'm going to pull it up. This is what it looks like. So when you get to this point here, you have it saved on your computer, you want to email it to your phone or email it to yourself and open it with your cell phone and save it in your gallery. Save it as your screensaver so that when you meet potentials, you don't have to send them a business card. You don't have to fumble in your pocket, in your purse, in your wallet, or anything. We always have our phone with us. So just pull out your phone, show them this static card. They're going to hover over with their cell phone camera, and then they're going to be able to collect your contact information. No touching whatsoever. And you can have this free of charge for a lifetime. So now what I'm going to demonstrate is how it's going to look when you hover over it with your cell phone. All right, so I have my cell phone here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my camera. So I have my camera open, and I have on my computer screen, I have the static code that we just created. So I'm going to take my camera, I'm just going to hover over the static code, and it's asking me, I don't know if y'all can see it, maybe not. Well, I was trying to get it so y'all can see it. But at the bottom here, it's asking me if I want to save this to my contact. So it says tap here to add, and it shows my phone number to your contact. And so once I tap on it, it's automatically adding, y'all can't see it, that information. There it is. It's automatically adding that information into my cell phone. So all I have to do is press save, and I have contact list, giving a potential team member or potential customer my contact information. Just that easy. So next I'm going to show you how to create a survey and change that survey into a static code so that you can collect information for some of your potential team members or potential customers without having to use pen and paper or have a long drawn out conversation. If they're in a rush or something, they can just scan it and answer it as they're walking through the grocery store, and as you're talking, you can collect that data from them. So if you have a Google account, a Gmail account, you can get Google Docs, and I'm sure a lot of y'all are familiar with Google Docs. Well, one of the options they offer is Google Forms, which is the ability to do a survey, a quiz, a test, and so forth. So I'm going to create a quick Google form and then show you how to link that to a static form. So I'm just going to call this MK Customer Questionnaire. This plus sign is going to allow me to add additional questions, but I have one here. So the first question I want to ask is the most important. What's your first name? It changes it to short answer so the potentials have an opportunity to type in their name on the quiz, well, the survey. So then I'm going to add a plus sign to get another question. I want to know what their last name is. And I'm going to hit the plus to add another question. So what I want to ask them first is, do you want a free facial? And you can ask whatever questions you want. It automatically asks you if you want the yes, no, maybe option. I'm going to say add all, but then I'm going to go in and edit it. So yes, I want them to say yes. So I want that at the top. I want every person that I send this survey to say, yes, I want a free facial. But of course, you're going to have some of those who are on the fence, but I never want to give them the opportunity to say no. So I'm going to change this to need more info. That's going to give me the opportunity to reach out to this potential and have a conversation with them and try to persuade them that, yes, you want this free facial. And then I'm just going to delete the maybe because we don't want a maybe. I want a yes, and then I want to give me some more information and persuade me to say yes. All right, so let's add another question. So with the free facial, I may want to ask them, you know what, they may not want a free facial, or it may be somebody who was in Mary Kay before, and we are talking, and they already said, well, I did Mary Kay, and I want to ask them, well, do you want to become an independent beauty consultant? So I will put that as my question. Do you want to become an independent beauty consultant? And for them, I would spell it out, but for us, I'm just going to put IBC. I'm going to add all, but again, I don't really want them to say no, so I'm going to eliminate that choice. I want them to say yes, or I want them to tell me I need more information. All right, so that's enough questions that I'm going to put for my potentials. So now I know if they want a free facial, and I know if they want to become an independent beauty consultant. Another question that's good to ask them is, what is your availability? And I want to change this to multiple choice. And I want to say weekdays. Or weekends. I don't know. You can put in here morning, noon, night, afternoon, midday. I don't know. You can put whatever choices that you want your potentials to have. All right, so I'm done with this. I'm done with my questionnaire. So what I want to do is I want to pretend like I'm going to send this to somebody. So I'm going to press send. It's going to ask me how I want to send it. So I can send it to people by email, which I'm trying not to do because I don't have their email address, or I can get a link. So because I want to change this to a static code, I want to get a link. And I don't want this long link, so I want to use a short URL, super short. Then I want to copy it. So now I have my survey and I have it in link form, or I have access to it by link. Now I want to go back to my QR code generator. The QR code generator has an option here to add a URL. I'm going to click that. And I'm going to paste in my URL. Boom. There's my static code. That's it. Let's save it. I'm going to call this MK questions. I'm again going to save it as a PNG. If you want to put it on a t-shirt or something, save it as an SVG. So let's save it. It's going to drop that down there. I'm about to go pick it up. Come on. There you go. MK questions. All right, so here is my static code. If you have your phone with you, you can hover over this and you can take the survey. I'm gonna switch my camera around so you can see how it looks when your potentials hover over this with their cell phone. All right, so once again, I have my phone out. I turn my camera on. I'm going to hover over it, and it says, tap here to go to the forms.gle in your browser. So it automatically takes them to their web browser so that they can complete your survey. All right, so let me hover. We go to the forms, and hopefully you'll be able to see it. So it's asking me if I want to use the internet or Chrome. And hopefully you guys will be able to see. It's taking me to my Google Forms. So now your customers, your potential customers, can fill out this questionnaire. Once they fill out the questionnaire, it's going to automatically send you the results. So I'm going to put some stuff in here. So I'll put blah for my first name, blah for my last name. Yes, I want a free facial. Yes, I want to become an independent beauty consultant. I'm available on weekdays. I'm going to submit. And then I'm going to show you how you're going to get your results through your Google form. All right, so this is the questionnaire that we did just a little while ago, and you see I have responses. So I'm going to click on my responses, and it's telling me that this person, whose name is blah blah, wants a free facial, wants to be a beauty consultant, and their availability is weekdays. So I have their information, so I can do it by individual, which is one person only did it. So I can review this by individual or a summary. So let's say you do 100. You can see, you can actually add on here where you met, have the people put in where they met you. So grocery store, out and about, blah, blah, blah. So you can see, you can have data to show where you're getting the most contacts from. So you can look at this all kinds of ways. You can use this data. I'm a data person, so you can use this data to tell you a whole bunch of things. But right now, since I just have one response, it's telling me 100% of the people I gave this survey to wants a free facial and wants to be an independent beauty consultant. But this is a way to collect information. Another thing you need to put on here is their phone number that I didn't put on this essay. I didn't put on this quiz. Put their phone number so that you can always have another way to have their contact information. And again, this is free of charge. It's through Google Forms. Save it in your Google Drive. I can export this to a spreadsheet so I can always have a running tab. You can use this as a spreadsheet. Create a new spreadsheet. You can highlight those who became independent beauty consultants in one color, those who became customers in another. When it's time to re-up or when you're doing some kind of sale or whatever, you can come back to this spreadsheet, look at everybody that's highlighted a certain color, give them a phone call, so forth and so on. It's just an easy way to track your customers without having to use pen and paper. Everything is electronic. You can always have access to this through your cell phone. So, it's a good tool to have and an easy, quick way to collect information from potentials and have it with you and at your fingertips at any time. Hope my tutorial helps you create contactless business cards and also to be able to collect information from potentials without contact, and just gives you another option of how to track your customers and track those who become members of your team without the use of pen and paper. So hopefully this tutorial helped you. And again, if you need additional help, I have posted my email address and my phone number. So just reach out. I don't have no issues helping you all succeed in your business. Thanks so much. Have a great one.